Now for the track guide. Before starting, if you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out the Academy. We have weekly workshops, group coaching sessions, racecraft events, week in, week out. The idea is to take you for a current level and push new boundaries. So if you want to be part of that, a link will be in the video description. This week we have a coaching session on this track with GT3s. So if you want to participate, you know where to find us. Now going into the track guide itself, turn 1 reference for braking will be the number 2 cones. I mean the number 3 here, basically. But these 2 cones that are left at the moment standing still. You want to be braking here. Brake in a straight line initially, so going around 73%. In this case, don't brake very hard, don't trigger the ABS. And then downshifting to third gear. Super important to put your right tire in this little gap in between the curb and the grass. So you want to be mounting that part with the right tire, pressing the throttle 0-100 very aggressively, and you should be using all the space here very close to the grass. Super important to use all the tracks so you can carry the maximum amount of speed. Now this one is a tricky corner, but it's super important to get it right because it leads to a big straight. You're going to be braking before number 1. So when you have here the number 1 close to your A-pillar, you're going to be braking in a straight line. You see 60-70%. So similar with turn 1 in terms of initial pressure, but now downshifting to third, and you have to trail brake in low percentages because if you want to hold too much brake pressure as you turn the wheel, you're going to understeer. So you don't want that, or you want to trigger the ABS. Release the brakes and go into low percent trail braking. Your eyes should be here on the curb. You want to take a late apex. You see, we are hitting the curb with our right tires very close when the curb is ending. So don't touch it in the beginning, touch it more towards the end. 0-100 on the gas, use all the space around here. And by the way, this was done with the fixed setup. But if you want to go even quicker, I highly encourage you to check Go Setups. They have amazingly quick setups, and we also have a 10% discount code here on the channel. But going into the next corner here, you see the number 3 here, you see the gravel on the right side. Make sure you're aligning yourself with the white line. And before number 2, or close to number 2, you're going to be start applying the brakes and point the car diagonally towards the right side. Because look how much you can use. You can be with your left tires still touching the curb, the blue and red, and it won't be an off track. So use all this space around here to open the corner. You want to keep the peak pressure high enough so that you're slowing down efficiently. And then when you're translating to threshold braking to trail braking, you need to go smooth with the brake release. So don't drop it abruptly, drop it smoothly like we're doing right now in second gear. Cut this a little bit part of the curb and of the grass, and then push the throttle quite aggressively. Use every inch of the track. And going into the uphill zone, very easy to trigger the ABS. So make sure you're braking while you're going on the crest. Don't brake when you go into the flat part, because the front tires will be, the car will be almost like this. So it won't settle with all the tires. The front tires are almost in the air when they're landing on the top of the crest, while the rear tires are pushed into the tarmac. So in order to have more front end grip, make sure you're braking when you're going uphill. Braking not very hard in second gear, cut a lot this curb, and the moment that you're at the curb, press the throttle aggressively. Just like that, use all the space. Next corner here is gonna be an easy flat, so all you have to do is to turn early and use the curbs a lot. And now going to the next corner, number 2 here. At number 2, you're going to be braking in a straight line quite hard. When you're reaching this curb, you should be turning more and more in the corner. Very, very important to be smooth with the brake release. Don't drag the brakes too much in high percentage because the ABS will trigger. So still trail brake, but smoothly in low percent like we're doing right now. 2% on the brakes. Cut very close the grass and then smash the throttle quite aggressively in the beginning. You might have a little bit of oversteer if the right tires are leaning a little bit too much on the curb. But then just be prepared to counter steer. Now align yourself with the white line. You're going to be coming from this angle, from the white line, very, very close apexing to this dirt. There's a lot of dirt near the white line before we start seeing grass again. This is your first apex point. And now all you have to do is to let the car track out wider after that point. Press a little bit on the brakes and now push the throttle once again. The idea is to push more speed in the corner, more like a V-shaped approach. This corner right here is going to be an easy flat, so keep it flat, make sure you're hitting the curb on entry and on exit, make sure you're turning a little bit earlier for that corner so that you settle the car in. And now going the next corner, number 3 here, braking at number 3, braking in a straight line. You can brake a little bit more aggressive than what we did here, so we had a little bit of hesitation on the brakes. Brake a little bit more aggressive, it's gonna make you more able to carry even more speed into the corner. You're gonna be braking a little bit later, but all in all, second gear, aggressive on your way out, using all the space on entry and on exit. And now for this one, your eyes should be on this curb. You want to really cut it and to cut a little bit the grass just like that. It's possible to do it flat out. Track out wider, it's fine. If you hit the grass, it's gonna be an off track, so take care. And now you see this change in color of the tarmac. When you get to the darker part of the tarmac, drop the throttle and start applying the brakes. Use this curb to open up, so put your left tire on it in second gear. Make sure you're not braking hard in trail braking phase, so low percent trail braking once again, and hit the curb here right in the middle in second gear using all the track. And in short, that's the lap. So I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it. If you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out the academy, check out the courses, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.